Okay, this is Red with RedDragonLeo.com. This is part 2. This is more of a technical part on what I see here in the market coming next few weeks to next month. As you can see here on the Dow chart, we have broken above the previous high back here in 2008. I believe this is where the S&P is headed. Is to break above this high. This is about 1425 on a closing high for this 2008 period on the S&P, and about 1440 on the intraday high. So zooming in here, we can see all we're doing today here is just back testing this line right here. That is all they're doing. It's pierced up above it. It's going to back test it. And I do think they're going to go a little bit higher here for the Dow, which means the S&P is going to be the same situation. So if we look here at the SPX, and you'll see pretty much the same type of scenario. You can see right here, and you can see this right here, the intraday high there on that particular date was right there. 1440 and 24 cents on 5/19, May the 19th. Okay, and 1425 seems to be the zone that the market was at here for several days, a couple of weeks actually. It kind of hovered around that area. So we went up here till at first we did not pierce through it, and then we backed off to here to find support right here at this line. You can see it's actually following technical charts on the large scale pretty well right now as far as support is going. Pierced through it, which is common, and then goes back above it and hovers above it. So this leads you to believe that we are going to hit this 1425 before we roll over really hard, and we very well could go up a little bit and even hit the 1440 or fall short of it. It's hard to say exactly. That was an intraday hit back here on May the 19th. So we zoom in here on this right here, and what do you see? You can see right here how it went down below it, went back above it, and it's just hovered right around this line. So I do believe that although we could go down to this 1370, I don't think that's going to happen this week. I think it's just going to chop around here today some, and I think they're going to push it up. And what we're going to have here is a cup and handle pattern. This being the cup right here. And if we chop sideways a few days right here to put in a handle, maybe we go up some tomorrow or down some. I don't think it's going to, go down below this 1370 this week. I think we're going to end up going up before this is all said and done. And I do believe that we're going to retest these highs and clear out all these shorts. People that have went short and they got their shorts or their stops sitting right there above that 1420 area. They've got to clear these people out. So there'll probably be some kind of false news out here that the gangsters release to make the market look positive so that they can rally it up and push it up some more. There's also Apple. Apple is their darling stock, as we all know. And if there's ever going to be a ritual, it would be with Apple. And what I am thinking is just like they stopped the S&P at 666, I think there's a possibility, no guarantee. I know it's selling off right now after this move up, but there's still a possibility they could push this all the way up to 666. This is just guessing, thinking like a gangster. I mean, if you want to push things to extreme, this is extreme. As you can see, basically down here on the histogram bars and the MACD, they're pretty oversold already. So all they got to do is run down here and curl back up and then push this up over the next few days into early next week, slightly positive. And so this could basically be one wave or an A wave, a nice little B wave back down, and then back on up for a final C wave and hit 666. There's no guarantee on this. I'm just speculating on this, but it just makes a lot of sense to me the way these gangsters play these games. They're going to do something ritual. So as far as next week, I'm again, thinking that it is going to be, let's draw a line right here, see where we're at here, and ding. Looks like the high is right there, and on that day we were at, is that 143? Let's see here. That is 143.01 as the high on that date, I believe. Let's zoom in on that because I really can't see it. Yes, 143.01. So one would want to think that, they're going to try to retest some of these highs. I mean, I know it's going to be tough for them, but you can see already where the market is going. And we zoom back in on this. You can see we broke out of this triangle like I thought we would when we went down here, and they just really ripped it hard on the bears there. I did not think it was going to break down. It was just too soon. Again, I do think this is going to be after the legatus meeting this week. So, I wouldn't look for anyone to get short until after next week is started. So this week is just going to be one of these choppy weeks, I think, and I think ultimately they are going to do their best to get the market up again to hit this 1425. And it would not surprise me to pierce above it and maybe not quite go to 1440 like over here, but you got to think that they're so close to this that they're going to do it. And on a larger scale, when you look at the wave pattern here, if you still think that Elliott wave has any credibility, you have a nice wave 1 up here, a nice A, B, C down here, which is a 2 wave, and then you started your 3 wave here. Here's the 3 inside of it. Here's the 1 wave, 2 wave, 3, 4, and 5, and this whole move marks the end of a big large C wave, if you want to look at it like that. Call this a wave A, a wave B, and a huge wave C. And inside the wave C, you got a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. So you got to figure that it'll probably be what you call trunicated 5, means it'll fall short of being the same length as this one here. I don't think it's going to be the same length as the A wave or the 1 wave, 5s or something. And I certainly don't think it's going to be the length of a wave 3. Not a chance. So my thoughts are very simple. Look to get short sometime next week after we've hit 14, after we pierce the 1425 zone. You got to look. If we do not go up there, then then I'm wrong on this. But I do believe they are going to push this up to 1425 to take out these stops right above here. They've done this way too many times. I do believe they're going to do that before they roll this thing over. I can't imagine them not selling this off before they go up here and take out these stops. They've had a week there for bears to put in stops. They do not allow the bears to make money. That's just the way they play this game. They've done it way too many times. And when you look back here, what did you see? And just look at this. Look at this zone right here, and what did you see? You seen bears getting short all in here, bears getting short in here. And then what they do, they sold off a little bit, put in a little bit of a cup, and they traded up a little bit right here. Then boom, they had this up pierce move, cleared out all the stops above that, all the stops above there. Then they sold off. What I'm looking for is this big pierce right here. Before they sell it off. And when you see that candle and you see a daily close that puts in a long topping tail like that, I think that's over with. And that should come next week if this legatus pilgrimage has anything to do with it, if it's, a turn in the market. So we got 2 possible turns. We got this legatus pilgrimage this week, the 2nd through the 4th. That's Wednesday through Friday. And then we've got May the 30th through the June the 2nd, I guess, for the other meeting, the Bilderbergs. So, is that right? Did I say it right? So anyway, those are the things that I'm looking for. The turn dates are going to be, in these time periods, I do believe. So if I can find the Bilderberg one again, but anyway, it's all on the blog right here. Hopefully, you're not just watching the videos on YouTube and not going to the blog and actually reading the actual post, because a lot of the stuff I just can't get in the videos, since I can't do videos any longer than 15 minutes, thanks to Paramount Studios, who did not like me posting the Addams Family video, a short clip of about 3 minutes showing Hurricane Irene, which is last year or something. YouTube gave me a strike for violating copyright. I mean, what a bunch of crap. So, so I can't do anything longer than 15 minutes until that's straightened out, which basically will be never. So, such is life. So, anyway, that's about all I see for now, folks. I don't, I'm not doing anything until I see this week over with and into next week. I think this week is just going to be a bunch of chop. I don't see anything more than that. You look on the short-term 60-minute chart, you can clearly see you're going down right here. You look at the 2-hour chart. It should tell you you're probably going to go down maybe a little bit further before it turns back up. And then you look at the 4-hour chart, and what do you have? You got, again, same scenario. And look how they want to try to turn this thing back up already. So, that's just the way they play this game. These gangsters do. It's sickening, I know. On the ES, same kind of scenario there. Probably what will happen is after hours, you'll see the 4-hour chart. You might see a little bit more down tomorrow, maybe. And then at some point later this week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you'll probably see this turn back up hard and them extend this up higher. So I think I've covered everything that is going on right now. There's nothing much left out there that I can think of. So we are just basically waiting on the mass arrest, but you be looking, at least as far as I'm concerned, be looking for your short positions when we get close to the 1425 zone and pierce it. I mean, that's just my thoughts. I've showed it numerous times here. I do not believe for 1 minute that they are not going to go up there and take out those people that put stops above the 1425 zone. So yes, we're in the eye of a hurricane. Volume is low. Here it is, 1:45 in the afternoon. The SPY right now has 66 million shares traded. Folks, that's so low that, you go out and buy 1 share of the S&P and you rally it up, 10 points. I'm exaggerating there, but the point is it's almost like a holiday today. So yeah, the market's down, but I wouldn't trust it for 1 second. 66 million is nothing. I mean, we need 200 million plus for the market really to get any momentum going and have some real sellers going. This is just technical stuff they're just working off, and they will turn it back up later this week, maybe even starting tomorrow. But by Wednesday, you should start to see this market go back up. Sad, I know, but it is what it is. So main thing here is to just stay focused, look for this Legatus meeting to be over with, and then we'll see where the technicals are. If we're up there above that 1425, or if we're hovering on that zone, and we're going to look for a pierce of it on Monday or Tuesday the following week after the Legatus pilgrimage. As soon as it pierces, that's the day I think that you'll want to short at, and that'll be the day that you see the topping tail, the long topping tail. When you see that, I think we're safe to short. Anyway, that is it, gang. Good luck as usual, and thanks for stopping by and commenting on both the YouTube channel and my blog. See you guys.